Hey y'all, welcome to the Filling Station. It's a new day, another opportunity to either make money in the market or to just learn from the market. But first, let me go ahead and give my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I just enjoy teaching people how to build generational wealth. And yes, the stock market is just one of those avenues. So this video is for educational purposes only. If you could please like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, y'all, because we learn and we grow together. With that being said, let's get started. We are looking, I'm going to go to the VIX. I like to look at the VIX only because it gives me an idea of what is or could be going on with the SPY. Let me say it that way, right? I like to look at the 30-minute chart. As you can see, this is our gathering spot. Price has been gathering in this area here. Support as of now is around 1521. Now, we should break that level of support back to the downside. We go 1512, another area of support, losing that area 1503, and if we should break that 1489. Now breaking the 1489 brings us to the ATR trailing stop around 1483, which is not far away. So under the 1483 we can come back and retest the 1478 for the VIX. Those are areas that I would definitely watch. Now back to the downside under this area of 1478, 1483, 1478, we could very well come back to this area here around 1459. So that is possible today, right? So back to the upside, we will definitely need to get back above, let's say above 1525. We could possibly have trouble. 1528, 1536, breaking that level, we could possibly have trouble again at 1563. And if we break that 1580 and past that level 1594. Now normally when the VIX is down, the SPY is up. That's normally. Sometimes there is an off balance, or yeah. So let's go and see where we are with the SPY today. As we see here, there's a lot of lines on my chart for the SPY, and I do apologize for that, but as you can see, that is something that I normally look at every single day. So when I'm in the trade, I want to know where my trouble places are, right? So back to the, as we see here, SPY had been trading in this zone here for a while. So this level of 604.65 is a level I definitely need to watch. We have a lot of moving averages crossed up here. Not sure what's going on with that, but what I like to see is a clear vision to, and to always know, possibly know, let me say it that way, where my trouble places are. Now back to the upside, if we break back above 606.01, we could possibly find resistance or trouble around 606.19. Breaking that level brings us to 606.28, which is that ATR trailing stop. In my opinion, strong support or resistance, just depends, right? So if we should break that 606.28, we could very well have trouble again at 606.54 and again here at 606.79. Now, if we break that 606.79 area, we can have trouble 607 and past the 607, 607.27. Those are going to be resistance areas for the SPY. Now back to the downside. If by chance we break under 605.33, we could very well come back to this area 605.07, and if we break that 604.94, and if we break that level, you can see price was around 604.75, and if we break that, we can come back and retest this 604.65 area, which is here. Now if we should break that, we could very well come back to 604.32 and again at 604.20. That's really close to one another, so I would definitely watch that area. 603.93 under that, 603.82, breaking that 603.57, and if we should break that, 603.26. Now those are support and resistance areas for the SPY. I say so often, y'all, in the market, anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed. Tesla does what it does. We are now looking at Tesla. We closed at 415.11. As you can see, Tesla came down, bounced off this 410 area. We had that marked, right? So it seems like we found support here only to go back to the upside. It seems like that 412 area, which was an area of support for us before. So I definitely would watch this 412 as support. Now back to the upside, and then we'll come back to the downside. To the upside, above 413.75, we could possibly have trouble at 414.59, and if we break that 414.59 area, we can come back to 415.98. If we break that 415.98 or the 415.89, we could possibly have trouble at 416.68, which is that ATR trailing stop. So I will watch Tesla above those 416.68. Breaking that level, we can come back to 417.54 and possibly have trouble. You can see here, that's where, a lot of our action stopped here. So if we break that 417.54, again, we can have trouble at 418.20, which is the 200 EMA as of now on this 30-minute chart. Breaking that level, 419.71. Again, where price is here, 419.71, and if we should break that, we can come back to that 422.22. I remember saying that so much, 422.22. We said it yesterday a lot. So if you trading Tesla today, those are areas that I would watch. Beyond the 422.22, we could have trouble again here at 424. Tesla normally exceeds its ATR, meaning it does what it does, right? So now I will say that Tesla is an inside day candle. If by chance we break above 428, we have an upside target of 433.20. Now let's look back to the downside, because we are under that inside day trigger, which would have been the 414.59. If we are already under that, so I have a downside target for Tesla today at 406.31. Now coming back to the downside, these are areas that we could very well find support. The 412 area, as you can see, that's where price is here. 412, if we should lose that area, 410.01, that's exactly where we've been here. If we lose that 410.01, 409.13, again here at 407.89, and our target at 406.31. If we break that level, 404.80 could very well be a support area for Tesla. So if you're trading Tesla today, I say so often, y'all, trade carefully. Anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed. So we are now looking at NVDA. We closed at 147.07. Y'all look and see here where the price is just gathering in this area. I'm going to see if I can mark that. Let's see. Price is just gathering in this area here. So I will say support as of now is at 144.17. Resistance is right here at the 144.65. That is our trading zone as of now. So trouble places back to the upside above 144.65. We could possibly have trouble 145.02. And if we break that 145.39 and breaking that level 145.80, I would watch that 145.80 because that is an ATR trail and stopping another level of, resistance that we have marked. So in my opinion, strong area of resistance above 145.80. If we should break that, 146.27, 146.49, 146.85, and again 147.32. Those are areas to the upside for NVIDIA. Now back to the downside under 144.17. We can come all the way back to 143.32, and that's right in this zone here that we were at on 122, right? So breaking this level 143.32, we can come back to 142.90, and if we break that, 142.42. Now in my opinion, there's a lot of layers of support here, so I would say under 142.03 we can come back to 141.34, which is the 200 EMA on this 30-minute chart, and this level of support that we have marked at 141.42. So I would definitely watch it under 142.08 down to the 141.38 for NVIDIA. So if you trade NVIDIA today, I will say trade carefully. We are now looking at AMD. We closed at 123.75, and as you can see, price was trading here in this zone at the 122.34 area. Looks like we're breaking out of that under the 5 EMA again on this 30-minute chart. So where are the trouble places? Back to the upside above 122.34. We could have trouble 122.64, and again at 122.90. If we break that 122.90 area, 122.97 is our 50 EMA as of now. Breaking that level, we can come back to 123.30, which is not far from the 123.37 ATR trailing stop here. Now, if we should break that level, I would watch around 123.77, and that's right. 123.77, which is about here, and that's because this is where price had trouble at before, right? So always go to the left and see where I had trouble before, and that's what I mark as levels because there's a strong possibility. Now we're going to come back to that place. So that 123.78 could be a trouble place for us. 124.09 again at 124.47, and if we break the 124.47, 124.94. Now back to the downside under, we're losing the level that we are at now, around the 122.16, and it looks like we're finding support here. So under the 122.19, 122.16 area, we can come back to 121.97, again at 121.70, breaking that 121.47, 121.14, 120.91. So if you're trading AMD today, those are areas to the upside and to the downside that I would definitely watch. And I say so often, y'all, in the market, anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed. We do have a few inside day candles today. I do believe DVN is an inside day candle. What I like to do is give the triggers to those, and we've already reached the target for that. DVN, if above 37.20, gave us an upside target of 37.66. To the downside, under 36.46 gives us 36.42. We've already made a low of 36.32. So DVN can continue declining. I say that often. It can very well continue declining. So fuel cell FCEL is also an inside day candle. Right now we're moving sideways. 9.54. If we get above that, 9.66 is the target. Under $8.80, we have a downside target of $8.52. So if you trade fuel cell, it is an inside day candle. And GM is also an inside day candle. Above 53.48 gives us an upside target today of 54.05. Now, if we should break this 52.43 area for GM, we have a downside target of 51.27. And let's see, GM normally moves $1.70. That is the ATR for the day. So if you trade GM, it is an inside day candle today. IP, or International Paper, is also an inside day candle. We've been trading sideways here. So back to the upside, if we break above 58.41, we have an upside target of 58.47. To the downside, under 57.82 gives us a downside target here of 57.33. So IP, or International Paper, is an inside day candle. And let's see how much it normally moves. $1.06 per day. That is the ATR. I say trade carefully if that is something that you trade. Mara is also an inside day candle today. Interesting, huh? So let's see. If by chance we break back to the upside above, let's say $20.11, is that? Yes, above $20.11, $20.59 is the target. To the downside, under $18.94 gives us a downside target of $18.66. So if you're trading Mara today, it is an inside day candle. It normally moves $1.49 per day. So I say it often, y'all, trade carefully. Once it goes against your why, get out, live to trade another day, right? So SoFi is also an inside day candle. What I like to do is give the triggers to remember, meaning if it break beyond this level, this is the possible target. So for SoFi, if it breaks the level of 1808, we have 1810, which is not very far as the target. Now to the downside, under 1726 gives us a downside target of 1689, which is right under that 200 EMA again on this 30-minute chart. So if you're trading SoFi today, I would definitely watch carefully, trade carefully. It is moving in a gathering spot for us, meaning it could very well move in either direction. So when I look at the market, y'all, this is some of the things that I see. I know sometimes my SPY charts are a little bit congested, or my Tesla charts are a little bit congested, but because those are ones that I look at often or try to look at every single day. But again, I hope these videos are very, very helpful. Keep in mind that nothing is guaranteed in the market. These are some of the things that we see. You know, once it goes against your why, get out. To make sure you have your stop losses, or, you know, whatever it is that you choose to use, make sure that you have the discipline to execute that. So I hope that everyone have a very profitable and a very, very productive day. If you could please like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, y'all. Again, I hope that everyone have an amazing day today. Until next time, be blessed as well as a blessing unto others.